Hi, it's John Edwards from Costa Mesa R&D Automotive Machine. Today we're going to be looking at a BMW cylinder head that we're going to probably need to resurface. We pressure tested the head already up to about 45 pounds. We found that the thing didn't leak. Right now we're going to check the head for warp. We're going to do that with a straight edge. Typically on a cylinder head like this we'll allow about 6 thousandths warpage. We calculate about 1 thousandths per the number of cylinders. I've got a 6 thousandths feeler blade here, and it just goes right under, no problem. And this is a 9, and it also fits. So this head is definitely in need of resurfacing. The first thing we're going to need to do on the cylinder head is to clamp it down to the table. And if you look, you can see I have one end ready to bolt down, and the other end is also ready to bolt down. Now that we've got the head bolted down, we want to check to see that both ends are going to be level. And we'll do that by moving the head over. And we'll use our indicator. Check the end. Okay, we've got a reading of about 19 and a reading of about 19. We'll go down to the other end. Check and see what we've got there. As long as we're within 1 or 2 thousandths, we'll be in good shape. And about 20 and 20. Alright. We've changed the cutter on the HBS 1300 to a diamond cutter. It's a polycrystalline diamond, or PCD. I find that I get a much better surface finish with a PCD than I do with other cutter bits. We're going to set our speed to about 1400 RPM. And that'll be sufficient for this cylinder head. We'll bring the head down. So we just touch with the cutter. You'll be able to hear that. Back it up. And you can see we in fact have touched the head. We're going to take a note where our dial is so that we can kind of anticipate how much we're actually going to be cutting in every step. We're going to set our dial on top here at about 2 increments. Move the head up. Using a slow feed, and we'll see what we get when we get to the other end. Alright, we're going to take a look at the head here and see what happened. We can see that we did get a little bit of a surface here, but you can see it stopped here and started again down here. So we still have probably another 3 or 4 passes to go on this before we're completely done. Alright, I've taken another cut, and as you can see we still have an area over here that still hasn't cleaned up. So we've probably got maybe one more cut to go here. Well, as you can see, we've got a nice clean flat head now. Took a total of 10 thousandths off. And one of the things we need to do now is verify the surface finish on the head, which is one of the things that has to be done with modern cylinder heads. Well, we're going to use a surface tester to check our cylinder head for surface texture. And it has a sapphire stylus that will drag across the cylinder head. We're going to be taking 5 readings of 30 thousandths each. We're going to power this thing up. And then we'll hit the start button. Takes a few seconds for this to happen. This is measured in RA, or the arithmetic average. And what that means is we're measuring the peaks and valleys from the top of the peek to the bottom of the valley on the surface texture. And we have a reading of 12.8, which is quite good. The factory specification on this is 20 or better, so we've exceeded that by a good amount. Well, all that's left is to take and deburr the edges and chamfer the round holes. And this will be ready to go back and be put on the car. Anyway, John Edwards, signing out. We'll talk to you later.